So this is the basics of color mixing. We are primarily going to focus on a two-color mixing as opposed to multicolor at this point, but this even two-color mixing will give you a wide variety of different shades and hues that you can be using. So we are going to be making what are known as swatches, and swatches are showing what it looks like when you mix the different colors together in different ways. So if you go to a home improvement store like a Home Depot or a Menards or even a painting store like Sherwin-Williams, you'll see walls full of these. And these are color swatches. And these basically show you how the colors, when mixed together in a certain way, will turn out so that you know what the colors will look like before you started applying them to your walls. So when doing paintings, you need a similar format because you start to mix certain colors, and some colors turn out exactly how you would think they would turn out, and other colors, when you mix them together, will end up looking very different. So we're going to be making swatches to help you figure out some of the basic colors of a two-color mixing. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to take a 6-inch by 9-inch piece of paper. We're going to take a ruler, and you can use a pencil, but I'm going to use a Sharpie just so it shows up better. You're going to start by putting the ruler so that the edges line up with the ends. So sometimes it's a good idea to line up the edge with the number 1 instead of the edge of the ruler, especially if you're using a wood ruler or a plastic ruler or something that's got a lot of chips on the end. So you can line it up with 1 and then just use the tick marks that are on the ruler instead of going straight from the edge. But considering that these are aluminum rulers and they are fairly resilient, I'm going to line that up with the edge. So I'm going to measure 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, and then I don't have to do the 6 inch because that's the end of the paper. Then I'm going to slide this down. I'm not going to flip it, I'm going to slide. As you can see on this piece of paper, it's not exactly 6 inches. It's a little bit short. So depending on the paper that you use, if you flip it over, your lines might end up a little bit crooked, especially if you're doing 1-inch measurements and your paper has a 1/2 inch. So I highly recommend, instead of flipping your ruler, you slide it down. So I'm going to slide this down to the bottom. And I'm going to repeat what I did on the top. So I've got 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, and again I'm going to skip the 6th inch. Now I have 2 points of contact for my ruler so that I have nice straight lines. So I'm going to make sure this edge of the ruler is lined up with this tick mark, and this edge of the ruler is matched up with this tick mark. And then I'm just going to go from the edge of my paper to the other edge of my paper. I hold down on the ruler nice and tight so my ruler doesn't get pushed aside when I'm drawing the lines or get off the nice straight lines. So I'm going to have 6 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means I only have 5 lines up here, and then I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So I'm going to have 8 lines going this way. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to be painting the top row with the base colors. They're straight out the bottle. I'm going to have a red 1, a red 2, a yellow 1, a yellow 2, and a blue 1 and a blue 2. And I'll show you what this looks like all just to help simplify things for people who might be having trouble with this imaginary extra column, here is the equations for each row so that you can look at this and figure out how to mix those colors together. So again, red 1's going to be all in this row, red 2 is going to be all in this row, yellow 1, yellow 2, blue 1, blue 2. And then everything in this column is going to get red 1. Everything in this column is going to get red 2, yellow 1, yellow 2, blue 1, blue 2. And then you're going to be mixing those together to make your basic two-colored swatches.
Do more, do better.